from her at the press conference, maybe she will bring some form of decency and dignity to the office. And I have high expectations of Dr. Maurice Dixon. I know her from a previous life, and I expect that if she remains untainted, she could perhaps do something better for Jamaica.
Indeed. So, what is the next step for the PNP in terms of actions against, aside against Mr. Vaz? Because I know that you want to hear from Dr. Dixon, but this is a serious issue, and I believe that DARYL Vaz needs to be made an example of. So, what will be the next step?
Yeah, I don't think there's much that can really deter DARYL Vaz. But the party, we are internally assessing, and we are preparing for our next steps, and we will keep you informed where that is concerned. We don't want to frighten nobody. When it happens, they will know it, and the public will know it. So we don't want to pre-warn anybody about our next moves where this is concerned, but be assured
Fair
that
enough.
it will end here.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, you brought up a very, very important point about NIDS, because ironically we had Comrade Julian Robinson on about 3 weeks ago, and he spoke about NIDS. As you will recall, it was Comrade Robinson who took the government to court about the NIDS bill and the invasiveness of the bill that they were trying to have passed. And it's so ironic because Dr. Dixon is the one who has been in charge of NIDS even before she assumed the information portfolio, because I think she's also their minister on digital transformation, So what I want to know now is, well, you brought it up before, who would trust NIDS? Because from what I understand, because of the court ruling, it's no longer mandatory,
Yes.
So who would now trust if NIDS, since it's not mandatory, who would trust it?
Well, Kamala, you can expect to see a huge public relation campaign around NIDS in the coming months. You can expect to see them using coercion tactics to get people on board. You'll soon see people start getting $10,000 here or there to give the information, and just like we did around the AstraZeneca
around
COVID,
around the pandemic, management.
Yeah, you'll see persons of note going online, queuing up and showing that they got their NIDS ID and that they feel safe and they don't feel at risk, and so on. So the public will have an opportunity to assess for themselves, because thanks to the PNP, they don't have to take it, because the PNP has ensured that it's no longer mandatory. But the public will have an opportunity to look for themselves and see if this is something that they can trust. And how Dr. Morris responds in the next couple of days will go a far way in either convincing people to take NIDS or convincing more people to stay away from it.
Definitely, definitely. And I'm glad you bring up their need to, well, as you said, they probably will do exactly that, a big PR blitz, because they're very good at that. But I want to bring us back now to this constitutional reform, and we know that in Parliament today it was tabled, and we've seen where the government has the committee, I should say, has rejected most of the comrade leader's recommendation. What I would love to know now is, what will the PNP do now? What's the next step for us in terms of educating Jamaicans? Because, well, I know you were watching the live, but the King's Council today, for instance, sent a letter to the Privy Council. I don't know if you heard us talking about the merit rule. So it is clear that Jamaicans will need more sensitization. My question is, will the PNP embark on some sort of sensitization campaign aside from what the government plans to do? Because really and truly, personally, I don't have any trust in what they plan to do.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, Kamala, the PNP, we've said from day one They started from the Vale Royal talks, the first Vale Royal talk we had on the topic. We committed to the public that we are willing to sit at the table with the government to work through clause by clause to get the constitution that generations to come will be proud of and can sit and live in a Jamaica that they feel represents them, their ideals and their aspirations. So we've sat at that table. We've nominated Senator Donna Scott Motley, expert lawyer, along with MP Anthony Hilton, expert lawyer, to sit with the committee, which, as it turns out, is largely government represented.
Exactly.
And come up with a constitution that we can be proud of. The party leader also nominated Hugh Small, not as a representative of the PNP, but as someone he thought, a Jamaican he thought could add value to a committee when he looked at the composition that was proposed by the government. He found it was lacking. The government accepted, and Hugh Small is there in his own right. So we committed to that process. We committed to sit by them, to work through the rules, and we're here where we are tonight. Where are we? Where they have not fully accepted the positions that have been put on the table through negotiations having come from the People's National Party. Now that they have not been committed to that process of a negotiated outcome, the PNP has no alternative but to go to the people directly. We were observing the process, but now we will be ensuring that the people are the partners that we are going to be going to the next constitution with. So the people can expect to hear from us in very short order in terms of the series of activities that we're going to be rolling out, to giving them the audience they need to hear their issues, say their views, give us their input as to how their constitution should be redesigned. Your People's National Party will make that platform available to you.
Beautiful, because I'm very happy to hear that, because you know the most complaints I'm hearing from the masses, from the general public, is that this whole thing has been shrouded in secrecy, and they're asking, what is the opposition doing, since the government is determined to change, to meddle with the constitution in secret behind closed doors, almost making Andrew like a dictator. Because you see, we've seen where they have committed to increasing the Senate by to 27, which will basically give them latitude to have a 2/3 majority in Senate too. Right. So how can we counter all of this? How can we get Jamaicans to understand that this is not in our best interest?
We're gonna be pushing the content out there. The problem is the problem for the public is how do they sift through the noise of distractions like what we're experiencing right now.
That is
find
it.
Facts. Mark Golding took in the one night they gave him a peep at the draft report from the Constitutional Review Committee. Mark Golding worked that document and made some incredible suggestions that could improve the document.
Right.
And the government, I don't know if it's shame or what, they've refused them, even
They rejected them.
Common sense, practical suggestions. This is just like the impeachment bill that Mark Golding penned. Brilliant lawyer like Mark Golding at your disposal penned this document about impeachment and hand-delivered it to the government, and you haven't heard anything about it. What is surprising to me really is that they didn't even try to create an image, that yes, they're trying to be bipartisan in this big project of a constitutional reform. They are literally saying, they're going their own, and they're flipping and flopping and adjusting and contorting until they're shapeless because they have no spine. They have no spine, and right now we don't know what we have left as a government. That's the truth.
What I would love to know though is why the rush? Because to my understanding, there's a certain timeline. Do you believe that they're trying to get these this whole thing amended, the laws passed before the next general election?
I think they are in search of something that can give them an edge for the next election. Maybe in their wisdom, they see this as a potential clincher for them to somehow hang their hat on. I don't know if that is really a logical way to look at it, because the history of these referendums around constitutional reform have not been very positive for the governing parties. If they do their research, they realize that it doesn't necessarily favor them. But I think a desperate man will clutch at straws, and that's what we're witnessing right now. They're clutching at straws, and something that may just very well sink them.
Indeed, indeed. All right, I want to switch gears now. You are also the PNP MP candidate for South St. James, right? Correct?
Yes.
All right, so I see you're doing phenomenal work down there, by the way.
Oh Lord, it's a lot of work.
Yes, but guess what? You're obviously very effective, because we've seen that the MP, what's his name again? I've seen him face, but I can't remember his name. He has been pulled back, and he's been removed from his deputy GenSec post for the JLP.
Yeah.
And what his name? Homer Dave. That's what his name, Homer Davis.
Well, that's the name he was given by his parents. The Constituency have another name for it that I can't repeat. You know how Jamaicans, how we pronounce people's names.
Yes,
so
I can only imagine.
His name. But Homer Davis is his name. And yes, the Prime Minister, in one fell swoop, removed both persons I was shadowing as Deputy Secretary. He removed Homer Davis as a Deputy Secretary, and me being the opposite at the time to Nestor, he also demoted him. So in one fell swoop,
two are your opponents. That means you're packing quite a punch.
Well, I don't know. I would never claim that kind of victory. But the truth is, if you're not performing as a Deputy General Secretary, then Prime Minister must take stock. Prime Minister must take stock and decide, how best to reshuffle his deck for maximum impact. And for me, it's a demotion. I'm still a Deputy General Secretary and a candidate, and Homer Davis has been relieved of his Deputy General Secretary role. That does not inspire confidence. If the Prime Minister is demoting you, I don't know if that's a good signal to send to potential voters in South St. James. But since then, he's been quite busy on the ground. Quite busy on the ground. I was at a funeral, a grave digging in Moko. Moko is a community in my constituency of South St. James. And we were there and the rain come down, and the men outside were talking, and they're like, it's the first we ever see this man in our community, much more in a rain turn up. So it's like election must be coming. So the Tom drunk, but Tom no fool. And the people them really seeing through it, they realize that this increased activity is because fire there must still.
Think a cool breeze. So, but just for the record, this constituency is the constituency of your birth, right?
Yes. So my family is from Garlands, which is in South St. James, near Moko. And both sides of my family are like founding members of the community of Garlands. The Burchells on my father's side and the Muirheads on my mother's side. And
Muirhead is a well-known and respected name in that area.
Yes. In fact, it was my relatives, the Muirheads, that gave the land for Glenmuir High School in Clarendon. That's why it's called Glenmuir. Muir is from Muirhead, which is my family and stuff. So, yes, that's our history, and the community has given a lot to us. My family on both sides, they're involved in farming, transportation. My father is a pastor in the community.
That always cracks me up.
Yeah. So they've given a lot to the community, and the community has given a lot to us. And it's only started our Burchell generation to give back to the community in the
Indeed.
best way we can, and a lot has fallen on me.
Indeed, indeed. So what has the reception been like on the ground? How is the
My
ground
God.
going?
Kamla, I think I'm having more fun than,
I
than
see
the
that.
constituents are. Week before last, Education Week is still etched in my mind. I was in the constituency for the entire week, and I visited maybe some 12 schools.
12.
And my constituency, I must tell you, it takes up more than half of St. James, the parish, geographically.
That's the biggest constituency in St. James.
In St. James, and one of the biggest ones in Western Jamaica. And vast landscape. You have to drive for miles between communities to get to your next destination. We have to go through St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, Trelawney, in order to access our parts of our constituency. Wow. And it's vast. And the people are naturally farmers. That's what we do. This is the birthplace of Sam Sharp.
Okay.
He was born in Tolocastle, in Croydon, in St. James South, and that was where the Christmas Rebellion started on a plantation in Tolocastle in Kensington, just miles from where I am from. So we're revolutionaries, we're fighters, and we are the people.
So it's a far the man walk to go down to Sam Sharp Square? Wow.
So far in walk, go down the hill, they started to light plantations on their way from Kensington all the way down to Montego Bay. You know, we light fires in South St. James, and a fire is being lit in South St. James. The children in the school I was telling you about, they call me NEKEISHA, and I don't know if because they take me on my side.
We're short, you know, so maybe. She's only 5'2".
NEKEISHA, and I just love it. The kind of connections that I'm building with them is what I hoped that I would have achieved if I were to take up something like this, because growing up in Garlands, I didn't see many opportunities for me.
Right.
I did not see, other than maybe the apex of my aspiration would have been maybe become a teacher, a noble profession, of course. But that was the highest point of our dreams, you know, because the average person in the community was a homemaker, you know, the farmer or the higgler in the market. That's what we do, and we're proud to do that.
Right.
But I read a lot as a child. I read a lot. I mean, I didn't do a lot of housework. I was one of the, what mommy would say, lazy, you know.
Lazy, and always in bed reading like myself. Always
hiding in the bathroom and reading, you know, and reading opened a world for me that was beyond the Garlands, that was beyond St. James, that was beyond Jamaica. And that kind of, those dreams have taken me where I'm at today. And it's not very far, I mean, I reach nowhere yet. But I think I'm far enough to help another NEKEISHA in Garlands or in Kensington or Catadupa to reach for their highest, most impossible dream. And when I see the excitement from the children, it makes me feel that maybe, just maybe, we're getting there slowly.
Indeed.
We're getting there.
Excellent. So Labor Day coming up now, you have big plans.
Oh gee, Labor Day. This is my second Labor Day.
Yes.
I mean, it's just under a year, just over a year now since I entered it. But we have a number of projects across the constituency in all 4 divisions. As you know, we went into the last local government election with no representative from the PNP in the parliamentary council in the municipal corporation from South St. James, and we came out winning 3 of 4.
Really?
Yeah, we won 3.
You flipped the seat.
Totally flipped. You know, and so we've been putting in quite a bit of work, and I have to take my hats off to the candidates, the councillors, Councillor Martin Kelly from the Welcome Hall Division and his team, Councillor Kenroy Gordon from the Catadupa Division and his team, Councillor Anthony Swaby from the Maroon Division and his team, and of course, Babunanus Comrade McIntyre, Reddington McIntyre from the Anchovy Division, who did not make it but came within 80 votes.
Wow, so you nearly got all four.
Division, yeah, we nearly got all four, and we could have, but we'll get them the second time around. So that has given us a little bit more wiggle room to get into the divisions. So this Labor Day, all four of them will be undertaking projects in collaboration. Of course, I'll be collaborating with them across the four divisions. We have some major projects, and if I start listing them now, I'm gonna miss some. But from Horseguard, where we're gonna be paving a road, we're gonna be working on the clinic in Gar. We're gonna be working in Kensington on the water storage system. We're gonna be doing a lot in Mafuta, in Anchovy, in Catadupa. We're gonna be seeing across South St. James this Thursday doing good in the community.
You know what shocks me, NEKEISHA? The fact that you flip Maroon Town.
Oh, right. Right. It's funny, somebody reminded me today, and Bishop called me today. I don't know him, but he called me, and he was saying that before the local government election, he recalls hearing Minister Chang on the radio saying, and Homer Davis saying that, they're not worried at all about the seats in South St. James. They expect that they will be taking the other one, So he was reminding me of the interview that they did. They really and truly underestimated us the same way they're underestimating Mark Golden, right?
Indeed.
And we were able to work with the people, revive the PNP base, attract the aspirations and the attention of the uncommitted and the young people in South St. James, and we're building from strength to strength. So we expect that we will be doing good things for the community. And listen, I'm not talking all the secrets, but it's coming together.
It's coming together. Jermaine has been on both TikTok and on YouTube. I saw your comment on YouTube to Jermaine asking if your father is a Baptist pastor.
Oh no, but I think this is my history too. My heritage is linked with Burchell Baptist Church.
Okay.
Church in St. James. That's our history. That's where the Burchell lineage.
I guess that's why Jermaine is asking. He's been asking me a couple times. Well, I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the conversation. I meant to ask it in a Jermaine, but I was looking for the perfect time. All right, no.
Thank you for asking. But Baptist is really where we started. And my father branched out into Pentecostal. He's a Pentecostal, one God, apostolic minister who preached the blood.
Wow.
And, baptize people in the name of Jesus and speak in tongues. And,
interesting. I'd love to meet him.
Yeah.
All right. So, how is the water situation in your constituency?
Not good. It's an age-old problem, again, because of the terrain in the constituency, but it's something that the JLP campaigned on 8 years ago that they would solve in South St. James, because we're not short in South St. James of water sources.
Sundari says to tell you she's back, just saying.
Hi, Sonny. I love the girl. So it's something that we're not short on water sources, and in fact about 2 weeks ago, Councillor Martin Kelly and I paid a courtesy call on the National Water Commission in Montego. We met with the leadership at all levels, the engineers, the procurement officers, the regional manager, everybody in a meeting, and we pointed them to the sources and the solutions that we've been thinking through that can bring water to the people, and they've given us some commitments that we're going to hold them accountable to.
Excellent.
But the larger point is that the JLP campaigned that they would have brought water to South St. James within 100 days of winning office, and that was 8 years ago, over the life of the Jamaica Labour Party government, and they have failed miserably in even capitalizing on some of the projects that were left in train by DARYL. So water is a big problem for us, but thank God we're a part of the green part and a dense part of the country, so we do get some rainfall,
Mm-hmm.
and we're encouraging where we can persons to harvest water. It's a shame that in
Yeah.
2024 that's what we're still saying, but that's where we are. We have some plans, and we're going to be holding the NWC and the member of parliament to those.
Indeed. You know, it's so funny when I hear you say they also promise the people water in 100 days. They seem to like this 100 days promise. Because
Yes.
going back to national issues, we can remember the Prime Minister making quite a bit of promises
Yep.
of some
Within
of the
100
things
days.
that he'd accomplish in 100 days. You remember them?
Yeah. There's a science to it. A research. I can't recall right now, but there's a research that says anything that's not accomplished within the first 100 days of an administration will not, or at least that
It's
doesn't
not
begin.
important.
That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't begin within the first 100 days will not happen. Because I guess it kind of speaks to what is really a priority.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't at least start a project within the first 90 days, then we shouldn't really hold out a lot of expectations for it. I think Andrew has read that. The GLP has read that. And so they feel they should use it because it's sexy, but they haven't been able to stick to their words.
Yeah, you know, Tara, just listing out some of the stuff on the live, and you know, one of the things that stick out to me is the impeachment bill that he promised to bring within the 100 days.
Yeah.
You know, and now
Mark
it's
drafted
totally
it
left
for him.
out.
Mark drafted it for him. Mark did the work for him, so he could have, checked that off his to-do list. But his pride won't allow him to accept the help from this learned lawyer.
Yeah, you know, this man seems to like to cut off his nose to spite his face.
That's a difficult task. I think he'll need help to cut off.
Stop it. You know, last night I made a comment that as the years go by and the more lies him tell, is the bigger the nose seem to swell. Because I mean, we were looking at a picture of him in 2011 when he called for dual citizens to be allowed in parliament. That's the statement he made. And him look like almost a totally different person.
Right. Contortion. He's trying. I don't know. I think the worst thing in a man and in a leader is spinelessness. What the lady said, jellyback man.
Jellyback. Mm-hmm.
Jellyback man. I mean, like, have something. Have some moral compass that guides you. Whether it is something, sometimes you go do something, you say, boy, what my mother would think if she hear this. Or, what would God say? I don't know who Andrew has as, or what he has as his moral compass to say, I can't stray too far from this, or have some ideals, something. He will go any which way the wind blows him. And particularly if the wind is from someone who has money, or has some external, international power behind them. Andrew is swayed by, it's like them gal.
Clout, yeah. As Tara says, clout. So just letting you know that Verna says she lives in South St. James, and you and your team are doing an excellent job.
Oh, Verna, thank you so much. Thank you.
Right. But you're so right about Andrew, because what we're seeing with Andrew Holness is that he is an opportunist, he's a political opportunist, he's a populist, so he basically goes wherever the wind goes. Look at his stance on Palestine, for instance. Look where he started and where he ended up.
Yeah, except he seems to need a wind vane, because I don't know, he hasn't been reading the wind correctly the last couple of years. He's been going against public opinion by and large, and has to be really constrained to find himself go in the direction that the country is compelling him to go.
Yes.
So he's lost his ability to sense the wind, and that when a leader loses that, the battle is over.
It is.
The battle is over.
It has been over for him. And we started seeing the signs that it was over when he decided to have Kamina Johnson Smith run against that Baron Scotland.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, so Andrew is showing again not a regionalist.
Right.
He does not believe in the institution of CARICOM. He does not believe in, strength in numbers. We are small island developing states. They call us southern states.
Right.
And if we don't band together, we have shared issues, whether it is climate, geopolitical issues, or economic and health issues, that we should be able to find some commonality, some common ground on which we can band together and fight the bigger powers. Andrew is the person who is going to, you remember the West Indies Federation?
Yes, I do.
And the famous statement, 10 minus 1 from 10 equals 0,
Buster number 2.
Yeah, if you take away any one of us from amongst us, we are defeated.
Exactly.
And Andrew is forever going out there against CARICOM. I don't know if he just feels particularly threatened by Mia Motley, that giant of a woman.
Exactly.
He seems threatened by her, and so he's not willing to conform to CARICOM ideals and CARICOM wishes and goals and objectives. And it really is a shame, because Jamaica has long been at the forefront of leadership in the Caribbean. We've always had a prime minister who's been the head of CARICOM, be it PJ Patterson, or leading CARICOM. Michael Manley was a leading figure in the Caribbean. So we're not used to having Jamaican leaders being persons who sit outside of a president's kitchen.
Not only that, the entire CARICOM pack up in a plane and gone to Saudi Arabia and leave Andrew to find him way.
It's a shame.
A shame. And I mean, it was so embarrassing, because when he had to transit the USA, he had to go through TSA. You remember that?
It's awful. It's embarrassing.
So I know. I mean, what I'm wondering though is, with his appointment to the Queen, well, it would have been the Queen at the time, the Queen's Privy Council. Was that payment for him to stand with the imperialists rather than stand with the members of his own region?
I have no clue. I really don't know what the thinking was, but if that was the reward he most wanted, I think he's quite cheap.
Very cheap. Did you see the wording of the? It's so interesting, NEKEISHA, that he's so adamant about Comrade Leader Mark Golding. He's a citizen of Britain, and it means that he is not committed to the people of Jamaica. But did you see the wording of the oath he had to take?
Oh my! I think Andrew. Maybe I don't know, because no sane person who or patriot of their country, no, given the times we're living in, post 2020 and the Black Lives Matter movement and this whole awakening of Black consciousness and coming into our own, and this pride. I mean, for Andrew to act within a climate of like this, so charged with patriotism, so charged with this sense of smugness, as Professor Nettleforth would say, no sane leader would allow themselves to twist their tongues to say words such as those that were put before him for him to get 2 letters behind his name. But we've also seen that Andrew has a fixation on letters behind his name, because it's the same. We're getting reports that he's holding Huey at ransom.
Yes.
Because they refused to give him an honorary doctorate. So he loves letters, but he doesn't want to spend the time to study for them.
Exactly.
To study for them. He wants them to be given to him because of what I know.
He feels entitled to it. It's so ironic that you brought that up, because in his failure to compel Huey to give him those letters, he actually went to the University of Delaware, but he seemed to have made some sort of a deal with them, because we're now seeing where the University of Delaware is offering continuing education courses to um, police officers postgraduate training. Have you seen that?
Yeah, so we're yet to see if there will be any contracts, because usually courses like those are part sponsored by government and so on. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. We'll see where that goes.
Tara says doctorate on sale. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Doctor knows. I don't know if he thinks that an honor doctorate, we'll have to call him doctor.
I think he was of that impression. I think he doesn't even realize the protocol behind an honorary doctorate.
Yeah, the honorary doctor.
Boy, it is sad. Well, it is now after 9. I want to keep you until 9:30, so I am going to ask for those people who want to come and ask questions, come up in the box, ask your questions while we have Comrade Burchell. I know that you'll also be on Dre Brand's show tomorrow.
Yes, I've been trying to get on Dre Brand for a couple of weeks.
Oh, what you must say? Oh, there you go. Well?
Yes.
All right.
He's invited me on, but I've been trying to ensure that South St. James is firm and strong and that the communication arm of the party is robust. So he understood it, but I'll see him tomorrow.
Okay, excellent. So those of you who want to have a quick chat with Comrade Burchell, the box is now open. So, all right, Vicky is coming in.
Is that my Vicky?
Yes, it is. It is your Vicky. Your Vicky is on now. Vicky, what's up?
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Nikki and Vicky, you're so cute.
On my break, and I'm sitting here eating, and I'm like, because we're going over TikTok, and look, I just come over TikTok and just to see my favorite girl. I just want to tell you that I'm so proud of you. Me and Celine is so super proud of you, and we just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, right? And we love you.
Aww.
Thank you, Vicky. Let me tell you, Vicky has one of the most beautiful daughters.
I know her. No, from
Vicky's
Share
one of
Picnic.
those mothers. Vicky's
Go
one
ahead.
of those mothers I'm so proud of. A young mother who
And I
fights.
have to say, a lot of people don't know this, but I have to say, I am where I am today because of you guys. Like,
Oh.
Oh my God.
I love you so too, but we're not going to
Oh my God.
That's
Love
beautiful.
You, Vicky. Love you, Vicky. I mean, let me tell you, she worked hard.
I know, baby. Other people want to come up and say hello and ask questions. We don't really have them to say more than I love you and just keep doing a good job and keep making us proud, okay?
Oh, love you, Vicky. Mwah.
Oh, thanks, Vix. We'll talk. All right. Yeah, all right. Let me see. All right, Chongi. Thank you. Thank you for the gift, Sassy and Tara. All right, Chongi is coming into the box now. Go ahead, Chongi.
Hi Nikki, what's up?
Hi, Chongi.
That's
How
Junior
are you?
Chong. Go ahead, Chongi.
Hello?
Yeah, man, go ahead, Chongi. She's hearing you.
I just want to big you up. I just want to big you up for the work, tremendous work you're doing down there. You know when you chat now and then on the phone, but I just want to say it to the public. The work you're doing down there is very, very great work. Keep it up.
Thank you, Junior. My prayers are always with you and your family. Thank you for the support and the love. And we see you fighting the PNP's fight in social. Thank you so much.
Alright, take care of yourself.
Pick up yourself.
Alright.
All right, Chongi, take care.
Alright.
All right, we have Miss. All right, I'm trying to pronounce your name now. Let me see if I can pronounce this person's name when they come into the box properly. Because the name look complicated. Miss Tin. Please to pronounce your name, person, because I can't pronounce your name. Go ahead. Hello? Miss Tin. Miss Tech, is that how you pronounce your name? You're up.
Oh yes.
I saw the name pronounced.
Hello.
Mystic Intech.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You're live.
Hi, Mystic Intech.
For real, a long time now follow this nice lady, I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I just feel that kind of love the TNT always have. You know me, I say,
Yeah.
whenever time
Beautiful.
I listen to people like them kind of people, it give me some real feeling. So I just don't want to like just continue the work which you know St. James said. But I love if
Excellent.
somebody like you that just come across and heard Daryl and bring that
Oh,
vibe.
that's nice.
Serious. No love that vibe. I'm campaigning it when I say right. As much as we're strong and not our time and our still. Yeah,
Excellent. Thank you, Mystic. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm Mystic in technology.
Mystic Intech. Alright, boy, I them dark sometimes. Big up yourself, you know.
Mystic Intake, energy can't lie, and energy can transmit even through social media. I feel the love, and I'm pushing back the love because love makes everything nicer.
Definitely.
Thank you, Mystic.
Thank you, Mystic.
Yeah,
Alright. Sir Hugh Richards.
Oh.
Him soon come on. Go ahead, Hugh. Good night.
Hey, good night, me. Night.
Hugo.
Hey, what's up? You know my style. I'm an aggressive person. I'm on the hope. I love Darryl, but when I PMP, give them message. I must Mrs. Schooling give them advice. Them all them information. So make him sure that which part of Mrs. Schooling need the information. Nothing is up on the one. When I make contact, I can side through it. At least I can side through it. You know?
Yeah.
Because if them it's the only way they can be the PMP with this tonight. And if they say we are going to start pointing finger, we make a sad mistake.
New dispensation. This is not 2020.
That's correct. That's correct.
I know my start thinking, we look where they done, where they done. You make them general security from people, the people are going to go to work, so, you know, 100% security go that there. Alright?
Thank you, Hugh. Thank you, and thank you for being such a warrior for the party in communication. You and Kamala and the team on a fight, and you've been at the forefront, no back down. And what we're seeing now in social media, even over Twitter, is really and truly your hard work, all of you, and yours plural. The work you've been doing to really change perception about the party in digital media, and we take our hats off to you every day, every single day, because we could not do the work we're doing in communications without you. Big up yourself, you, and all the warriors for the PNP.
Thank you, Sir Hugh. Alright, we have Mr. Reliable. I come into all of you one at a time. Alright, you can release yourself. Mr. Reliable, you're up.
Yeah, good night, Kamala.
Good night, my dear.
Yeah, good night, NEKEISHA. Good night.
Good night.
The girl in the PNP's class, and that's time in the GLP. I don't like black cancer biting. I'm glad to work with you. This is what I can do. Move to our greatest thing, good lieutenant, you know. The Oma man. And the little shark they go on there. Rocky G string.
Rocky G string.
I remember that name.
You remember that name? I was telling them about it last night, Rocky G string. They didn't believe me when I told them, So he said he used to call himself.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, it's him that put Porsche head on the drunk row. Yes.
That's correct.
I'm glad for the work we have put so far for the party in the constituency. Put Oma Davis panic football. No matter what them do, them still can't go with it because a clean sweep we are going with it. We're not going to use not the normal boom, it's a push boom we are going to use and push them.
Push them out, that is right.
Push them out.
That's it.
That's it.
And this thing with Daryl class, we're getting information from. I don't want to come with it and nobody is up.
Yes.
That is right.
Yes.
And we can't make it happen again. And the same thing did happen with the traffic aura incident.
Yes.
With
Oh, yes.
polling,
Yes.
With the bank. Right, yes.
information
Yes.
Yes.
from the lady in BNS, and after she left,
Yes.
he gave her a position at UBC as a general, I think it's general manager.
Yes.
She didn't last long in the job. After 3 months, she had breast cancer and died.
Yes.
Wow.
We had that discussion today, Mr. Reliable.
Yeah.
Remember, we were talking about it on the phone.
So right now, there's no time to ease up on them right now because, and as you say earlier in the interview, a drowning man clutch at a straw.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Andrew have no straw clutch at him, a bubbles him a clutch at him. So every time he touch a bubbles him bust.
Oh my.
Right? So we will continue to keep the fight to them.
Yes. Thank you for doing that. Thank you.
And in social media in a diplomatic way.
Yes.
Without violence, but we have to teach the younger ones what the PNP stand for, right? We have to educate the masses, the younger masses, and let them know the core values, what the People's National Party is for and what we stand for. For democracy, we stand for truth and equal rights.
Indeed.
Oh, you know it. That's our anthem. Yes.
Glenn a warrior, man. Glenn is one of the warrior them.
Pick up yourself. Pick up yourself. As we say, we can't do it without you, and you're fighting on the front lines. You are the true heroes of this movement.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn. Thanks.
By listening to you and your background, and listening to you, when you're watching a show on Netflix, I know I can't tell you how the show finish, and I can't tell you about watch it.
Good thing you can rewind it.
Pick up yourself, Glenn. We'll talk.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Respect.
You have a whole heap of people in the box waiting on you, you know. All right, I know that Granville was there.
Oh.
I'm coming in now. Your turn now, Mr. Granville.
Blessings and love.
Blessings.
Blessings and love.
The right mango, you haven't called me comrade.
Nah, I hear you clearly.
You know, you have called me comrade from it morning, like when you call me title.
Your mic is low. You can turn up your mic. Probably you're wearing a headset.
You hear me better now?
A little bit.
No, I like when you call me comrade, so address me comrade more.
Okay, comrade.
After all, just sipping on one of my favorite glass hour.
Nice.
Listening and just admiring women, the strong women of the PNP party. I'm celebrating you ladies tonight.
Ah, thank you.
We can't celebrate you, but the queen of information knows that I'm going to be. This is good. Your new title.
The queen of information. You hear that, Nikki?
Wow.
Information.
You understand? All right.
Yes.
I want,
Yes,
as the general said to me, I want a continuation of the probing into this Daryl Boston. We need to find out who is doing the leaking there, because it is dangerous. They're coming on a promotion of the NIDS, where people's information should be protected. And if people's information is not going to be protected, then people can just use their powers, their political powers to get the information. Then we can't support this NIDS business.
We can't.
That's true.
We can't support this. And this is the angle to which we should be talking to the people about. We can't let this go. We cannot let this go. They're promoting all of this NIDS stuff, and at this point I am so angry that a politician can just call upon anybody and get private information like that.
crazy.
It's unthinkable.
This is something that we ought not to let go.
No,
And I would
no.
be very sad, and I'll be very sad if this remains a 9-year wonder and we forget it
Yeah.
after 2 games. I would be very
Yes.
sad by this. And I'm hoping that we will continue on that. I have very little to say. I'm going to continue enjoying my wine and continue.
Enjoy a glass of the wine from me too, sir.
I-
Comrade. Thank you.
Show off, comrade. It's your comrade Bossy.
I'm telling you.
Thank you for that note, though. I mean, we really can't let this go because this is not about us. It's not about Mark Goldie. Because Mark
Exactly.
really wouldn't care, really. But it's really about any citizen who couldn't even afford to sue the government if their privacy is breached because they can't afford
Exactly.
the plane ride to the Privy Council in England, you know? So they are the ones we're fighting for with
Indeed.
this comrade. So we won't let go of it.
Indeed. Thank you, Comrade Granville. Mrs. Chin, you're up.
Hi, good night.
Good night, dear.
Good night, Nikisha. It's Althea.
Althea is a warrior from South Jim.
Nice.
Just picking you up, Nikisha, and picking up Miss Rat Mango.
Big up yourself, Althea.
Rat Mango, you're very, very informative.
Thank you.
On your program. And Nikisha wanted to invite her to your conference.
Of course, Nikki know I would do anything for her. All she have to do is just tell me when. Yeah, man, you know, you don't know.
Anchovy High School.
What date in August?
11th.
All right.
On Sunday.
I'll be here, 11th of August. Excellent.
Yes.
Mhm.
And for the new Nikisha, we can't
Yes.
give up because you know I deal with the young people and
Yes.
young men, young women, and a lot of them is asked question all that work, and it's like they are fearing that
Yes.
something like this they have no control. Anything can happen to them. Their identity can easily stolen. So
Yes.
we are very, very worried about it. We want
Yeah.
to hear more. We want to know what this is all about. Why name, why fingerprint, why blood, all the works that's come with it. So
Yes.
don't give up, my sister. We are here behind you. We want the best for Jamaica. And right now, I think Andrew don't have a clue how to run this country.
You have a clue
He's
to run
just
even him
letting
yard.
him do what he wants to do. Crime is out of hand. School is out of hand. Everything is just mad in this country. So
Indeed.
we have
Wow.
to on it now, Nikisha. We have to take it by hand because we cannot let our children grow up in this. Because children is growing up now think violent is the way, our bullyism is the way. Our prime minister is a bully.
Thank you, Althea.
Absolutely. Althea, before you go, you need to. Althea is a part of our fundraising committee in the constituency and a member of our executive, our constituency
Excellent.
executive. And I know she is planning a big bingo.
Really,
And
Althea?
Althea,
Send me the info so we can help you to promote it. Yeah, man. We'll definitely help you to promote it. Okay, Althea, thank you.
Thanks,
Alright,
Althea.
Nikisha, so we will talk after you come off the program, okay?
All right, take care.
Alright, pick up everybody on the show, and as a team, let we work together to build our
Definitely.
country to be better.
Take
We
care.
are the best.
Indeed. All right. Winsome Brown coming up. Go ahead, Winsome.
Good night. Right, Mango.
Good night.
Keisha,
Your people them come out tonight, man, Nikisha.
Which division?
we just want to know.
What division are you from, Winsome?
Huh?
What division are you from?
The Katadupa.
Katadupa.
Oh, Bedrock.
Ah,
Hey, covered with some. How are you?
I'm okay. I still don't get no talk off for you. You know, I just give you time. I just want to know so we love you so much.
excellent.
Love you.
And right now, we love you long time. Long time.
Thank you. Nikisha, I have to come to your conference. I have to come to you.
You better come, you
Just
better
big
come.
up yourself and
Exactly.
we learn we a lot.
My
Yes.
blessings, my
You're
dear.
gonna
Thank you
fall
so
in love
much.
when you come to South. You're not gonna want to leave. Or the karaoke
I came down there already with you, you know, when Comrade Small was running. You don't remember?
A big pot around you now, you know.
Oh,
Exactly.
Put on a big pot, we don't want no food.
I will be there. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
Alright, good night.
All right, Comrade Winsome. Bless up yourself. All right. We have a nice. Oh, you have a child. Hello.
That's my grandbaby.
Nice.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Gran. I have grants too, so I understand. All right, Comrade Winsome. Take care. Optimistic, you are up.
Yeah, good night, beautiful ladies.
Good night.
Good night, comrade.
You know, good night, good night. You know, it's fascinating, politics in Jamaica. It's fascinating. And by the way, Nikki,
Give me 1 second. I'm hearing that Comrade, 1 second, Optimistic. I'm hearing that Comrade Julian Chang is on the live. Big up yourself, Comrade Chang. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
Yes. Okay. Optimistic. Go ahead.
Yes, and I'm saying that I like Nikisha's energy. It's very positive. And for
Thank
a
you.
young lady, I wish you well, and I know that you will do well in the constituency. It's been a bedrock for the PNP, for DARYL over the years,
Yes.
and I know that Oma was just holding it for you.
Yes.
So you will. I can feel that energy. I know you're loved. Believe me, I'm listening to you for the first time, and I can feel the energy. But as I said earlier, it's just fascinating how politics can play out in this country. I was listening to Cliff Hughes' program yesterday, and I just tuned in because I like to get information from wherever, and I heard Daryl speaking as it relates to Mark's situation. And I said to myself while I was listening, I said, how did he come by all this information? And in listening, he went on another station, and I was listening today on via the headlines, because I never heard that interview, but I heard Cliff's interview with him.
Yes.
And when I listened to him, I said, how did he come by this information? I've never heard Mark spoke about it in the public sphere. So how could he come by all of this information? And I thought then that something was wrong.
Yes.
No, when I think about it, I said, in trying to bring down somebody, you have opened a can of worms.
Exactly.
And when I heard his excuse today stating that he got it from a member from the PNP belly, I said, that's just
Rubbish.
BS.
Makes no sense.
You get what I'm saying? You have violated my privacy and a Jamaican, not because it's Mark. Anybody.
Exactly.
And so my information, my personal information, you can just access it like that because you have power to do that.
Exactly.
It's absolutely wrong. And this must not go. You understand?
Yes.
Wherever he got this information from, PNP must not let it go. Ensure where you got this information from. You cannot bring it to the fore. Then we're going to have a problem.
Quite right, Optimistic.
You can't come publicly, right? So, guys, I am saying, don't let this one go. Because you're trying to bring down somebody, guess what? Them say when you dig in that hole, dig two.
That's right.
You have opened up a can of worms, right?
Dig two.
Make sure that you guys don't let this one go. All right?
Thank you so much, Optimistic.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your positive name. And you know what you said is the fact is not that he accessed the information, but he had the temerity to actually come out and share it.
Exactly.
You know, so that level of we're really in a new dispensation, and the PNP has to recognize that. and stop it before it gets
It
too
goes
far.
further because they'll be doing this with ordinary citizens soon.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Precisely.
optimistic.
Precisely.
Uh-huh.
All the best.
All the
Take
best.
care. All right.
George Samuels, you are up.
Good evening.
Good,
Good evening, my manga.
good evening.
Hello, George.
We've been coming for a while, and I am so grateful to God to see. Girl, since you come on TikTok, you take on a new aroma, you know. I'm telling you, yes. You take a bigger bite and out of the mango, and it was nice.
Wow. You're full of lyrics though, Sir George.
I want to acknowledge my MP.
Mello from Central says hello.
Yes.
So I'm from the Welcome All Division. We have not met yet.
Oh, this is one more of your people.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
I am in Canada, but we have not yet met. But you were
Okay,
at my
okay.
house a few weeks ago. You were at my house. I got
Oh,
all
true.
that information.
Oh
So,
boy. Which community?
in Mafuta.
Oh.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Lovely.
yes. And I'm told that you're
Lovely.
going to be there on Thursday, correct?
Yes, I'm gonna be there on Thursday.
All right. Nice. No, I just want to say to you, my ears is on the ground.
Apparently.
The reports that I'm getting on you is
Yes.
something that will make a ticket becomes accessible.
Oh,
at
thank
the
God.
moment that
Come
I
home.
just said the word. All right. So
Oh,
Excellent.
come home, my natural calls it. Thank you,
Excellent.
Comrade George.
yes. Martin, if you talk to Martin and call my name,
Yes,
he will tell you the kind of person that I am. All right.
Excellent.
I will.
Yes.
I will.
I PD 36B was mine.
You know all the people.
Well, you know you have some work to do, so
Yeah, it was mine. I
so
give it
we'll
I
be
give
in
it to
touch.
Michelle since I'm not there. So Michelle is kind of working it now for me in my absence.
Okay.
Yes. But
One of
yes,
your workers. So you know you have to come back home, George. Come help.
I am just saying to you, we're giving you housing scheme, all right? We're giving it back to you. Yes, giving it
Oh,
back to
thank
you. So,
you. You
so
will
just
need it.
stay
Thank
put,
you.
all right?
Thank you, my comrade.
Yes.
Bless
my
up
dear.
yourself, you know, George.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself. Listen, Camilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been coming a while, Camilla.
Me know.
Yeah, we've been coming a while, and I am so just pleased.
Thank you.
Just pleased, and so I say less and less. This whole story with this I call it the trying to hold the game.
Uh-huh.
It's not going to work. So that part of it we can leave. The part of it that must be continued to be investigated is the same part that you just mentioned of. How did man from the east,
Mm-hmm.
how all of a sudden he is in receipt of my personal information.
Exactly.
Is very important for me to know, and
Yeah.
not just me, the entire Jamaica. And so, given your portfolio, NEKEISHA, I know that you will step on it, and not even a second of worm, because no say you might open up the bag and whatever is in it is going to have to leak out all the way down Langview.
Indeed.
Alright?
That's good. You're homegrown. Big up yourself.
Yes.
Take care, George. Thank you.
So, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. One love.
All right. We have Georgia and Brat. Okay. Georgia, you're up. I know you're waiting for a while. She's coming in. Hi, Georgia. I know you've been waiting for a while. Hi, Georgia. Go ahead. Yes, we're hearing you, Georgia.
Hi, Georgia.
Question I wanted to ask
Georgia. I mean, if we who understand things a little bit better or differently from others don't take the opportunity and take it to go to the street and to educate them, then we're gonna, reap the windfall. And I'm not gonna sit back and not play my part in trying to shape the Jamaica that I want to be here in the next 50 or next 100 years. So taking it to the street is something I've been hoping that the people would reach. Was a part of the team that created the Time Come slogan.
Yes, a very effective slogan,
Thank you. And when we created Time Come, we knew it was a little bit early because we knew we weren't in an election year, but we were trying to turn up the pressure on the government early so that by the time an election is due, they will have no choice but to call it, and that we'd add and add and add onto the pressure and turn it up. I was hoping that it would reach a fever pitch by now that people would be ready to take to the street. You see, I'm a Sam Sharp girl, so I'm expecting revolutionary people to join us and to get out there and say, time come, really, time come, and let us take it back together. So I'm looking forward to that, Georgia, that kind of time come revolutionary army that is ready to march on the Prime Minister's office.
Indeed. Georgia, any follow-up? I had muted you because they say your background was noisy, but unmute yourself. Let me invite you to unmute. Georgia? Georgia, unmute. Haha, thank you, Mystic Intake. Thank you. All right. Yes, Georgia, go ahead.
Okay.
We're hearing you.
So because I was on the other phone.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was saying that talking about constitution reform, a lot of us sitting here is when we come on this TikTok, we are learning so many things. Why the Prime Minister is hiding everything from the people. He needs to sit down and have meeting to discuss these things. Why hiding? Why they are hiding these things, and people out there protesting like a sitting dog, that they don't have anything to do, and they know that their rights gonna take away from them. I don't understand the stupidness that is going on in this country.
Probably they don't know.
Protesting against Mark Golding, what Mark Golding has done to them, and saying they're tired of Mark Golding. Is that the government? They must tired of the government.
They're suffering.
Mark Golding suffering them.
This government is getting away with things, declaration, thief in a lands, all kind of things is going on. And they're not holding them account. It's time for we the people to wake up. We are the people to stand up behind the opposition leader. This time for us to make our voices heard out there. Since they can protest against Mark, well, we have to go protest against these and all this slackness that is going on.
Indeed.
Too much wickedness is going on. And people voices have to be heard.
That's
We
right.
need to educate those who don't understand, because there are a lot of illiterate people out there, especially those who call resistance. They are in the group. Okay.
Oh boy.
That is my thing, come now. You can remove me from the box.
All right, my dear, no problem.
meet you,
Thank you.
Georgia.
Thanks, Georgia. All right. All right, Brat, you're up. You're up, Brat.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we're hearing you, my dear.
Good night. Good night, Nikisha.
Good night, Brad.
I can hear that old blood, that fighting spirit, or ancestral fighting spirit. I can hear that you have it in your bones.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, what I would like to say is, my grandmother would always say, whenever you come across a bully, the bully normally has a second and operating like gang. Just grab the bully. If you can't grab the bully, grab the second and make an example out of it. And I'm talking pause.
That is
He
right.
should not be allowed to get away with what he has done.
Bully.
So he should definitely be made an example of, because what he did, and I'm glad he did it, because I for one had my reservations about this whole NIDS bill. And what he has done, he has cemented my reservations even against nature.
Exactly.
So I'll definitely do my part.
You're taking the one. You're taking the warning.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Brad. Well, it's such a shame because we do need a national database by which we, everyone can have some commonality, some common ground. But with all of this that's happening,
You can't trust them.
no confidence.
Can't trust them. Thanks, Brat.
You're welcome.
Nice to hear you.
Okay, Paula's there. Hey, Paula.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, Paula.
Hello.
How you do?
Just say, I've always wanted to say to you, so I've gotten the opportunity. Congratulations, baby girl.
Thank you.
Color me is so very proud of you.
Oh,
As a young black woman in this country, because I realize that we're gone in a colorism now.
yes, definitely.
Colorism more. So everybody have to declare themselves.
Yeah.
But as a young, black, beautiful woman, I am in awe and I am extremely proud of you. Keep rising. There's no apex for you. You gone beyond the apex.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's lovely. That's so lovely. From another black queen. Thank you.
Keep focused, baby girl. There is nothing but goodness coming after you.
Excellent.
Wow.
You get the support
That's so
of the
powerful.
people. Getting the support of the people. You're getting love. I was at conference when you came up, and I was screaming like, you think so is a Beyonce.
Wow. That nice.
I was carrying on that bad because I am proud. I like to see the young people get involved. Young people time.
Big up yourself in a Dre, Brian.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Amen. And coincidentally, Kamla,
Yes.
I looked at the British Prime Minister today.
Yeah.
His ethnicity.
I'm glad you bring that up.
I read his bio.
Yep.
His parents came from India, right?
India.
Mother and father.
Both parents.
Yeah. He came to Britain. He's a British
By birth.
in Southampton, Greenhampshire. And I'm like, so how the British people never have this? Because he served under Tony Blair, right?
Yes. He was the exchequer. That's what you call it, Nikki. He was the.
Yes.
Yes. That's a prime example of what is happening here. A prime example of what is happening here. That this man, this Indian immigrant, son of Indian immigrant, came to England. They had him and he's British, but Britain claim him now.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Britain claim him now.
And both his parents are Indians.
Exactly.
Both.
Exactly. It's not like the father came to England and met the mother in England. They both migrated to England. And they have their child, and now he's the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And I'm looking at this, I looked at him today and I said, Father, why am I surrounded by so much dunce labor right?
Thank you.
Father, why am I surrounded by so much dunce labor right? And it baffles my mind that them sit down in a parliament and govern me.
You bring up a very powerful point in a Paula. It's a very powerful point you're making, and I hope the comrades on the live listening, because it's a very powerful point you're making.
Exactly. Don't you feel an organization, you want your boss to be right, and you try to emulate him, don't you?
That's it.
Yeah, because feel goodness are going to flow off on you, you know, because you say, the man here, when him do that, that come through that. How the hell you can leave it, pardon me? Say you're Prime Minister and we can't emulate you. In no way, none at all. And you want
Marky British, one Marky British, one Mark. It's what I'm going to tell you today. Yeah, thank you. All right, one more person. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. One more. We're going to take the last one now so that we can release Comrade NEKEISHA. All right, Monica, you are the last person. Okay. Somebody's phone is... No, she calling me on the wrong phone. All right. All right, Monica. Monica. Go ahead, Monica.
Market British, you say Market British. Can't wait to see him win.
That is it.
Yeah.
That is it, Monica.
Go ahead, Monica. We're hearing you. No, man, we're hearing you. We're hearing you, Monica. She just put herself on hold. But Monica is going to be the last person. Hopefully she comes back in because we need to release Comrade NEKEISHA. She's been here with us now for almost 2 hours and we know that she's most tired and hungry now. Yeah, so...
It was a great chat though. And
yes,
I mean,
it was.
I really just think the comrades who are on the call are the greatest of patriots in Jamaica. They are putting in the hours. And I know for a fact that the kind of warriors they are, they're influencing others around them. And this is how change comes about. And and I expect that when we put in the effort, God will crown us at the end of the journey. So don't give up yet, comrades. It's getting dark, but the light is just up the road.
Right around the corner.
Country from deep south, but when we say just up the road, we really mean it. It's just up the road. We're gonna break down soon. Thank you so much for having me on, Kamala.
You're so welcome, my dear. So welcome, so welcome. We've been good. These people don't understand how long we've been good friends, but they will learn. Thank you so much for joining me. So yeah, man, take care. Take care. All the best.
Good night, everybody.
All right, take care. Okay. All right, so that was our Comrade Deputy General Secretary NEKEISHA Burchell, who is also the spokesperson on information and the MP candidate for South St. James. I hope you enjoyed that interview, comrades. It was a very, very good interview. Who in the box? Twitch. Me let you in my box now, Twitch. I know you wanted to come in. Yeah, man, I'm all right. Kush. Yes, Twitch, go ahead.
I sent you a message before she came up.
Oh no, I couldn't see it because she was on the phone. That I would have seen the messages on. Right, so.
Because I know she's supposed to come on
Dre, yeah, she'll be on Dre tomorrow. So for those of you who didn't get to follow up, ask your questions. Remember that she'll also be on Dre Bryan's show tomorrow. So you can follow up. You can basically add over. And also remember that the interview will be uploaded to, it's already on YouTube, apart from the little part where light did gone, but I'm gonna put the entire interview on YouTube so that you can all see it. Anne-Marie, I did try to add it to the box, but when I check, you're gone. Anyway, thank you so much.
No, I was busy in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, man, I understand. I understand.
No, Faye was saying I waited too long.
Oh, yes. And Anne-Marie, come off, and when we're ready for her, she gone. And anyway, that it is what it is.
I was trying to say to you, let's do a follow-up. Let's do a short following before she leaves, so she'll be able to go in the box with Dre.
Yeah, man, that is it. I would love for her to go on the box with Dre. So everybody who is here on the page, please, can somebody just put her handle and pin it?
Here, it's kind of easier. That's how we usually do it.
Okay, but
I will
she
show
it
you.
late, so she probably
I
need to
will
go
talk
on.
to you more about it because a lot of our followers cannot come in our box.
I know, because
I
we
will
have to do
discuss it.
create a follow train so that people can get enough
Yeah.
tomorrow morning fee, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning she will be on Dre's show in the morning at 10 a.m. So just remember that tomorrow morning Nikisha will also be, Comrade Nikisha will also be on Dre. So for those of you who want to hear more from her, just go over to Dre in the morning he starts at 9. All right, so
Yeah, and I also wanted to say, most of my family, right?
mhm.
Like, and when I say most of my family, I could say all my family, extended and close, is, I would say they.
Oh yeah, wait 1 second. It's Dre's backup page. Thank you, Zelita. Dre's backup page. Where Dre gone? Somebody tag Dre in the live. Dre's backup page you need to be on. She'll be on Dre's backup page. Alright, Twitch, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that most of my family, both extended and immediate family,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, Jamaican people would say that the older people say two stone behind you.
Right.
I would say they have done that and care not much about Jamaica. I would tell you they don't even vacation much, and the few that do vacation and love the country as much as I do, they don't even want to go unless I'm going.
Okay.
So
It's Sadie.
I think and I feel it in my spirit most of the time that I was called to do this more time, but sometimes you do get discouraged, and then you kind of like, why care? Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be there. I don't have to be there. But I love my country dearly. I would not rather be from any other descent. I swear, and I've been many places.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around many other nationalities, and especially for the past few days,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I hear our sitting prime minister so blatantly being so racist and degrading against
Mm-hmm.
the Jamaican people that don't live in the country anymore, I got very discouraged.
Indeed.
Not discouraging our mission here in the diaspora, but just be very discouraged about, really investing my time and efforts of being in Jamaica, or even to migrate and say I would never leave Jamaica again or anything like that. Like, and then to think about it, I would say, for me to think that I would give up my life in America to say one day I would be a part of an electoral body in Jamaica, and then I would say to myself, why would I do that if it's so much hate and bigotry? When I look on especially on X, it was so heart wrenching to read the comments, and it made me feel so bad. So today, when I listened to you guys, especially that young lady that just left, it gave me more hope.
Indeed.
It gave me a little more strength to say I could do this, and this is something that I was meant to do, and I will continue to do it as much as I can for my country and for my country people that cannot speak for themselves and cannot fend for themselves. Because I do more than just speaking and being on TikTok. I do a lot of give back in Jamaica when I do go to
Yeah.
children or anyone in need. So that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Twitch. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, see somebody has put on
Encouragement.
Nikisha's page. So those of you, can one of the admins pin it for me? The Nikisha's page. Regular. Can you put up Dre's page as well, please?
I was going to
Dre's
say
backup
you're an
page.
encourager and a motivator, and I thank you also.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Twitch. Big up yourself.
You have a beautiful night.
You too. Take care. Yeah. So I think somebody else is in the box. Remember, see, to go and follow Comrade Nekesha Burchell. Yeah, thank you, Unfriendly, for pinning it. Alright, this is Cash Code. Hi Cash Code, welcome. CRC attendance Tavares 11 out of 41 and Briam 18. Let me write that down. CRC Tavares Vincent 11 out of 41 and Braham 18 out of 41. That's alright, which thank you. Thank you for the information, comrade. They weren't taking the process seriously because they knew that no matter what, them know say no matter what, them getting them own way. You understand? That is what it boils down to. Comrade Anne-Marie Wagwan.
Wagwan, sister.
With the year. What's up?
Well, we just take it in the live and I chill back and I listen to PNP. Them all they sound super duper. You know, you remember what type super duper?
Yes, man. Super duper ice cream. Nice.
Nice. And I'm watching still. We just want to tell us so.
Thank you so much.
Like the real government.
Indeed, we are. You know, that's the thing, you know. I'm glad you bring that up, you know, Anne-Marie, because let me tell you something. When we heard that, and I'm going to play it, when we heard those labor rights protesting, you know, comrades, them sound so dunce. When you hear me say labor right dunce and you hear me call them demon, is a real thing, you know. Because if you take the time to listen to them, you realize that they're not very sensible. It's a serious thing. And you know everything that going on but play blind.
But the thing is, comrades, that they are serious. They are a serious threat to this country.
They are.
Comrade Julian was on the live and
yes.
I spoke to him about the need. I had all those concerns about the NIDS.
Right.
This just proves.
Exactly, Anne-Marie. When we were talking to Comrade NEKEISHA, I remember that conversation you had with Comrade Julian, and I said, look at Comrade Anne-Marie's words coming to the truth. Truth is like you speak truth to power. Somebody telling you to lock off your fan. Tell them say the place hot.
Kabla, if me ever turn on one AC in a building, you know my bill when me always a cost.
Yes.
You have to run the fan.
You have to run the fan.
That's the only way you keep cool. Sorry about that, comrades.
Yes.
But I am fearful. And when I say fearful, it's because I know that they are going to go there.
Of course they are.
Not just with Comrade Mark Golden, but they are going to go there, especially with young men that they feel are a threat to them. Because you know that the young people them is not really with the labor rights, it's just the money they want from them.
Exactly. Exactly.
I saw that in the last local government election, and I was so shocked. I've never seen it the way how some persons have seen it before. And when it reached me, I now know that when you say that labor rights are demons, they are truly demons.
I've been saying it. It's God tell me.
They're the wickedest set of demons. They are level 4 demons.
Thank you. I say it all the time. I keep saying it. That is like I get it. It's like God speak to me and tell me say these people are demons. God speak to me and tell me. That's why I call them demons. God talk to me and tell me say listen, these people are involved in all sorts of things. They're involved in all sorts of things that you cannot imagine. These people are demons. And I send Comrade Mark Golden. I send Mark Golden. I'm telling you what me hear. I am not a religious person. I am not a person who is deep in Christianity or the church. But I'm telling you, it's like God speak to me. with this entire, is like this mission. I've told you before, this whole thing come in like a mission to ensure that we rescue Jamaica. Because God chose Mark Golding to rescue Jamaica and all of the trials and tribulations he's going through.
They used to laugh at us. They used to laugh
Yes.
at him. He wasn't going
Yes, Twitch, I saw it. That is it, Comrade Anne-Marie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
He wasn't polished enough, although he had that color as most of the laborites.
You remember how much things them style him as? You remember how much different, just think about how much different nickname them give poor Mark. When Comrade Golding started, them start call him Chaka God. Them call him all sort of something. They tried to get something to stick to him and they couldn't find. Listen, these are the people that come up with, it's them come up with Marky British, you know. Not realizing, say, we like the name and we adapt the name. So him is now one Marky British to a thing. One Marky British. They thought that everything that they tried to use to bury him is like, is a seed that they planted and him just keep rising and rising and rising. One Marky British.
Boy, come now. Is your child bothering the phone?
Oh, she out there. Alright, go and go handle your business, Mom. Take care. Alright. Tell her hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Comrades, before we end, you know, I want you to hear, I want you to listen to these people who were protesting. I want you to hear, because when I say to you that labor rights are of a different ilk than comrades, people think that I'm being disrespectful. But the truth is just the truth. The truth is the truth. You know, they are literally of a different ilk. You can't really compare them to us. You see how we are having this thoughtful discussion. Them can't do this. They cannot do this. See it here. Listen. I like that black pearl. I like that black pearl. One Derek Morgan was among the protesters. You hear how them sound? Thank you, not even fish market sound so bad. I have never. Me said, that's why I tell you, say, them offer different. Me don't know. Me don't even know what to say. Them. But you know, Derek, yes, he's homeless. He's quite right. So him have to do if them going to pay him, him have to go. So Black Pearl says NIDS means no information deemed safe. You are so right. I love that acronym. I love that. I love that. Love it. It's perfect for the acronym. No information deemed safe. It is so embarrassing, Michael. Michael Colley over there. It is so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. It sounds like a fish market, Shanti. It just sounds, me don't know. These people need help. You can't say that they're not intellectually sound. You can't say they're not intellectually sound. But Andrew not giving him a house. Well, you know, him giving away so much housing under the social housing, he must can do something for him. And he's a loyal labor right apparently. You understand? All of these people who like this, you know, you realize that the whole of them they tend to be labor rights. Think about it. Yes, Marcia, that is it. The lady said Mark making them suffer. I'm trying to figure out how Mark is making her suffer when Mark Golden is not the Prime Minister. Mark Golden don't have no say in all them suffering. But it's about a handful of them. It is what it is, you know? But yes, comrades, I think we can basically wrap it up now. I saw, before I end, I saw comrade Dr. RJ Dixon on the live, you know, and I'm not sure if he's still on the live, but I just want to acknowledge that he was on the live, and that is the MP candidate for North Central Clarendon. I hope I have the seat right. North Central Clarendon, I believe, which is Rocky G String seat, Nesta Morgan seat, where Comrade Romaine Morrison win the Moko division, you know. So I'm not sure if and we saw Comrade Julian Chang from the Savlamar division on the live. We look at thing go on in our comrades, we look at show go on, and we're going to get everybody going come on the live at some point or other, because we have to expose all our comrades. We have to get all our comrades out there so you can see them as the show continue to grow, both here and on YouTube. YouTube, I must apologize. There was a power outage, and that is why the live had ended so abruptly, you know. I'm so sorry about that, but you know, with the beauty about the phone is that the phone is on it can switch to data, whereas YouTube can't switch to data. So when the Wi-Fi goes down, the phone just quickly switched to data, and the live was only briefly interrupted. But that's not what happened with YouTube. I had to restart the live, you know. So we're gonna take time and look at everybody. It is my aim to ensure Norman, Dr. RJ Dixon is a very, very worthy candidate. He came up right through the PNP. Pretty Mel, Dr. RJ Dixon coming up through the ranks of the PNP. He is from that seat. He understudied Dr. Dr. Brennan. He understudied Dr. Brennan for a long while. You understand? He is perfect for the seat. You understand? So I'm not saying that Romaine Morris wouldn't be a worthy candidate, you know. But Comrade Dixon has been working. Exactly. Romaine will get his chance. We're working with Comrade Dr. Dixon right now. And he's believe me, if him and Romaine will make a formidable team. A formidable team. But listen to me. RJ Dixon has been trained by the greats of the PNP. He has been coming right through, and I'm definitely going to try and get him on so that we can have a conversation with him in the near future, because I know he tunes into the program from time to time, right? So big up to him, big up to Comrade Paul Patmore, who tunes in sometimes. Big into Wagwan Party. Big up to Comrade Julian Chang, who was on tonight, and all that. I saw Comrade Shari Henry as well, who is the junior spokesperson on justice, who is she's always on this live. She's always on this platform. You understand? And big up to every single one of you who grow this thing, cause this thing. Remember, say just the other day, I start go live over here now, and this thing take a life of its own. When you grow the thing so fast, I'm proud of we. And YouTube, we're coming for it too. YouTube, listen to me. YouTube before the power cut went up to 100 people watching. It's the first this ever happened to me YouTube. I am so sorry that it was cut, because at one point we had over 100 people on the YouTube watching it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. Yes, Twitch. May I go on with myself? We are take our time. Next time we are going to say, boy, 1,000 persons on YouTube. We are celebrate. We have to celebrate the small achievements. It gone down now, but we totally understand. You understand? So, bless upon yourself, comrades. We are going to look for the trumpet now, and we are going to end up the thing tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow. Comrades, I'm so excited about my governance class. I'm doing a short course on governance, right? Through Professor Rosalie Hamilton's organization. She's in charge of the ILE. I soon tell you what it mean, but I'm doing a short course, a certificate in governance, right? And we're looking specifically at this entire constitutional reform thing, and it's been a very interesting course. You understand? And so tomorrow is either normally on a Tuesday or Wednesday, as I don't know. So this week is tomorrow. So we will start at 8 o'clock tomorrow, not 7. Not 7:30. Just letting you know, tomorrow is the night that I start at 8, and tomorrow night we will be having Comrade Anthony Hilton as the guest. And you know, we have a whole heap of things to talk about with Comrade Hilton. The logistics. We have to talk about even NIDS. We have to talk there. So, not NIDS. We have to talk about the Constitutional Reform Committee, which he is a part of. So, we have a lot of things to talk about tomorrow. Right? Thursday night, of course, I am off. And Friday, we will have Wilfred Rattigan. And Twitch with the man name again, Hopeton Henry, I saw, Nelson. I say I don't know this person, it's going to be my first time with him. Right? So Friday we're going to have Rattigan. They're going to be talking about the Herb. Thank you, Herb. So we'll be talking about the upcoming diaspora protests in Washington, D.C. Alright, so the program of one, we have whole heap of things, whole heap of education coming up. So we'll just stay tuned. Right? Over Andrew Festive Bad, me come over here and it seemed like you were signing off. Over Andrew, where you do over Andrew? Lilith? Lilith, come here, Lilith, come talk to me. Come, because you is a little spy, you know. Lilith, come up in the box, come talk to me. Lilith, me call you up in the box. Come up in the box, come talk to me and tell me what you talk about. May I give you 5 minutes to tell me what you're talking about before we end. While I go and find the trumpet. Oh, you mean Andre? Oh, Andre is on? If Andre is on, me I go end in a sound to make me know. Tola, they're doing Toronto, I think. Yes, I think July they're doing Toronto, and Wayne Lonesome is in charge of that. So as Twitch says, June 13th is the Washington, D.C. protest. So if you are in the diaspora. Oh, Andre Stevens. Okay, all right, no problem. I understand. I think you say Andrew. Come here, I wonder what you are talking about. Oh, August Twitch. So Twitch is saying that Toronto will be in August. But listen, we'll get the information out there. The information will be posted because guess what? We're supporting them. And we're going to give them the exposure they need to get this thing up and running. Alright? So comrades. Hey Chantel Walker, I see you, my darling. I see you. Big up you. Big up yourself, my sister. You send something to me on WhatsApp, you. Alright, me soon check it out. We're going to end now. Once I'm done, we're going to look at it. I wonder if my son wants to go to this aviation summer class. Alright. I'm just getting ready to play Jamaica Arise. And then we will call it a night. Alright, comrades? It's been a very exciting program. Thank you all for joining me, and we start 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Remember, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube, Subscribe to my YouTube. If you don't follow me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Everywhere you go, I am Kamla, the right mango, or the right mango. And on Twitter too. Even though I don't really like Twitter, but we do Twitter too. Jamaica Arise, comrades.
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to thee, loyal and faithful, true.
Good night, comrades. One love. See you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. May I go fast over Andre Stevens to big up on yourself, you know. Take care.